Hey guys, how are you all? Can you guys see me? If you can, could you please just give me a thumbs up? And if you can hear me as well, just give me a thumbs up so that I know that you guys can see me and hear me. Good evening to all of you. A very good evening to all of you. How are you all doing today? Yeah, you guys can see me and hear me? Can you see me and hear me? If you can, please just give me a thumbs up. Anyone? Yep, anyone can just do that so that I know that you guys can hear me and see me. Just anyone? I just want to make sure that I'm audible to all of you before we start today. Wow, there's a lot of people on here. I welcome all of you. Hello, everybody. Just someone gives me a thumbs up, please, to let me know that you can hear me and see me. Anyone? Nope, nothing yet. There's a lot of people on here. Great. Hello everyone. Just someone just let me know that you can hear me and see me, please. Anyone, give me a thumbs up. Somebody. Okay, great. So you can, right? Okay, that's great. So everybody, welcoming you all with a great warm hello and a namaste. Welcome to today's live session with me, Nysha, and I welcome all of you with heartfelt thanks. I am new to the Let's Talk family, and it's been an absolute pleasure being on this platform and making videos for all of you, and the love and support that I have received from each one of you has been tremendous. I feel absolutely grateful and thankful to each one of you for this opportunity, and the love that you have shown. So it just gives me that drive to want to keep making great videos for all of you. So how are you all doing today? We have the serious situation of the lockdown happening right now, and the world is in total crisis mode right now. How are you guys all holding up? How are you guys spending your time? Just write to me. I am reading your comments. No, I'm still not getting any more comments. Is there some network issue here? I just can't seem to be getting any more comments coming in. Why is this taking so long? No, I think there's a delay of some sort. Yeah, anybody? What have you guys been up to? Just anybody just answer me. How are you guys passing your time at home? Guys, anybody just write to me. Yeah, I can't seem to be getting any more messages from any of you. There seems to be a lag. seems to be a lag of some sort. Yeah, well, I can see messages now. Yeah, great. I can. So to begin, I just wanted to ask you guys, like I said, what have you been doing? I have been catching up on a lot of movies and spending quality time with the family. You know, we just have an abundance of time right now, and it's very easy to just get bogged down and just feel very low. You know, we can't seem to go out, we can't seem to have a freedom to do what we want to do right now. So we have to keep ourselves entertained within the house. So just finding ways to entertain ourselves. So just been utilizing this time to spend with the family, catching up on movies and doing a bit of gardening, etc. Again, there seems to be a lag. I'm so sorry about this. I can't seem to see any messages from you all anymore. So to test this, can you guys tell me where are you watching me from? Which part of the world are you watching me from? I'd like to know. Can you just chat with me and let me know? Which part of the world are you watching me from? Guys, anyone? Which part of the world are you watching me from? No, I can't seem to be getting, I don't know, there seems to be some network issue. Sorry about this. I'm not getting any messages. Are you writing to me and letting me know which part of the world are you watching me from, guys? No, no luck yet. Anybody, just anybody. Hello. So old messages from before. Not seem to be getting them. Yep. No. Not getting anything yet. Guys. Okay, yes, now I can. Great. Okay, from Chennai. Huh, finally, great. Thank you guys, and I'm so sorry for the delay. So, right, you guys. Yes, San Francisco, Chennai, hello, West Bengal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Sicily, wow. Kerala. Where else? Excellent. Excellent. How are you guys holding up? Uttar Pradesh, Iraq, Punjab, excellent. Meerut. That's excellent, guys. So many of you coming in. We'll just wait for a little bit more time for more of you to join, and then we will start today's session, yeah? Egypt, some people are from Ghaziabad, Gadwal, Hyderabad, excellent. Algeria, Kolkata, Nepal, excellent. You guys have been, you're logging in from so many parts of the world. Iraq, wow. I feel absolutely overwhelmed that you guys have joined me today. Thank you so, so much. Yeah, the messages are coming in full flow now. Wow. Brazil as well. Wow. That I have been getting all the wonderful encouraging comments that you have been writing related to the work that I'm doing on Let's Talk. So it gives me that motivation to keep working harder and bringing you excellent content time and again. So to begin this session, I want to just let you know what we're going to be doing today. The agenda for today is the all-important question, how to speak like a native. I'm sure many of you are wondering how to do this. So if you're wondering how to do this, then I have highly effective tips for you that you can start using probably at the end of this session. Yes, and they're very highly they're really effective tips that you can use. You can put them into practice. They're practical tips that I'm going to give you today, which will help with your fluency, which will help with your flow of English, your intonation, how to speak, and slowly but surely you will start to become fluent if you promise me that you will use the tips that I'm going to give you today. Then post that, I will be opening up with the question round, so you can ask me all the questions that you have in mind. I'll try my best to answer each one of them, as many as I can. Where am I from? Yes, I will tell you a bit about that right now. Yeah, I'm just getting to that at the moment. So yeah, and then after the question round, we will be playing a really interesting quiz that I have put up for all of you, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So don't go anywhere and do stay tuned, okay? So now starting with where am I from? Well, I am from a small little country called Gibraltar, which is situated on the most southern tip of Spain. No, it is not Spanish. It is a British country. It is actually a overseas territory, and it is situated on the most southern tip of Spain, just by the Mediterranean Sea. And the native language, the actual language, official language spoken there is English. But because we are so close to Spain, Spain is literally our next door neighbor. So I can also speak, apart from fluent English, I can speak fluent Spanish as well. And I grew up in Gibraltar. I did all my education in Gibraltar as well, and then I went on for my further studies, and I went and studied and pursued my degree, and I obtained it from the United. It's the advantage that many natives have. You don't have to think so much about what you need to say. You can just flow badly as well. It's hit Spain and Gibraltar very badly because they're so close to each other, and the situation there is really bad. But obviously the respective governments of these countries are trying their best to control the situation, and people are also trying their best to stay at home and not go out, maintain social distancing. So far things are not great, but things will pick up soon. Yes, a lot of people, thank you. I can't speak back to you in Spanish right now, but yeah, I like your initiative. Thank you so much. Vamos, right, okay. Yes, okay. So now I will start with my tips on how to speak like a native, okay? That's the topic of discussion today. So to begin with, how did you all learn your respective native languages? Whichever country you belong to, there are so many of you here from so many places. How did you all learn your native language? You all learned from home, right? That was your school. Your home was your school, and your parents were your teachers, right? We all learned our native languages as children. So that is my first tip, to learn how to speak like a native using the infant approach. What do I mean by that? We have to start with baby steps, okay? We don't have to get stressed. Learning anything, it should be fun. It shouldn't be a stress that you have on your head. I've got to do this and I have to perfect this. There's already a lot of stress that we all have in our lives. Take the approach of a child. A child is fearless. A child doesn't worry about if they're being judged. They're curious. They're curious to ask questions. They're curious to learn. They're curious to want to know more, right? Now, when your parents were teaching you how to speak your native language, how did they start teaching you? They started pointing, with visuals, right? This is an apple, this is a chair, this is a fan, that, and then those words you started picking up and emulating, and then those words grew into sentences, and then you started emulating your parents again, right? And that's how you started picking up slowly but surely on your vocabulary. Your parents didn't tell you, okay, this is a grammar book, and here's a list of vocabulary, and now I'm going to teach you, you know, all this English jargon, right? They didn't do any of that. Slowly but surely, through visuals and through little bits of vocabulary, you built up on your language. So that is the key. That's the first step, to take it easy like a child. Be fearless, okay? Ask questions. You know, I'm seeing a lot of comments that are mentioning, you know, that everybody knows, many people know how to know grammar, they know a lot of vocabulary, but they can't speak English. You know, they can't write properly. And why do you think that is? That is because they're not practicing. The best way to learn English is to practice speaking it. You can read all that you want, but if you're not going to if you're not going to get the enough input, okay, you're not going to be able to get output. So you need to listen like a child, absorb the information, whatever it is that's relevant to you, you know, because, you know, not everybody is interested in every topic. So whatever topic is of interest to you, learn vocabulary related to that. And also what you can do is mimic native speakers. How do they speak? Just put on a channel of, you know, follow anybody that you follow, that inspires you. Listen to the way that they speak, and then you can record that and then play that back, and then try and say that yourself. This way you'll hear, you know, how are you saying those words? How are you pronouncing those words? You know, what is the word structure? What is the sentence structure? What are the words that this person that inspires you is saying? What do those words mean? You know, there has to be content to what you are learning. Otherwise, if there is no content, then you will just hear, and you'll hear words and your brain will not be able to retain them. So take this as, you know, just one step at a time, and be fearless, okay? Just learn like a child, and don't stress your life out. Learning is all about fun. Just have lots of fun with learning, and learn in the best way that you feel is suitable to you. You know, some people learn from books, others learn from watching TV, others learn from movies. You know, everybody has a different way of learning. Find your pattern of learning, the way that you want to learn. And that will be fun. That will be the way that you will have that motivation. Because if you don't have motivation to do something, you're not gonna learn, right? You're not gonna have that drive to want to pursue anything, even if it's learning a language like English. So baby steps like an infant. Don't kill your curiosity. And when you speak in English, right, even if you make mistakes, it does not matter. Welcome mistakes, because mistakes are going to teach you how you need to speak. They'll also highlight what you need to do to improve your English, right? So that's what you need to do. That's my first tip that you need. And I actually have, coming to my mind right now, an example of this. Okay, so my niece, she's just 3.5 years old. Okay, she's a gorgeous little human being, and she doesn't live here. She lives far away in the United Kingdom, and I chat to her every now and then, thanks to social media, on video calling, and I hear and I observe the words that she uses. She's only 3.5 years old, but she uses such amazing words, you know, and you know, words that she uses are like, just something from the top of my head. She uses words like actually, you know, actually means in fact, and then another word like perhaps, which means maybe. Now, how can a 3-year-old use words such as actually and perhaps? Think about it. How can a child of 3.5 years old know that? That's because she's listening to her parents speaking, right? So she's emulating. So that's what you need to do. You need to mimic native speakers and learn to speak like them, right? By practice. Even if your English is broken, it does not matter. Speaking some broken English is better than not speaking at all. So practice, okay? And don't worry so much about grammar. Grammar will come later on. That's just one part of the whole picture of learning English, okay? So don't sweat about grammar. I'm just gonna take a quick break. I just need a sip of water. Okay. Now moving on to tip number 2, which is learning through visuals. because it's a scientific fact that we as humans learn through visuals. We might not remember words so much when they're said to us, but if a word is connected to a visual, then there's more chances of us retaining that information. Yeah. So next time you want to search for a word, or you want to know how to put it in a sentence, so when you go on to Google and type the word, and what does this word mean? Okay, for example, the word uncertainty. Okay, you want to try and frame it in a sentence. What does uncertainty mean? It means doubt, when you're unsure about something. So as a learner, in a day or two you might forget this word, but what you can do is, for example, go onto Google and go onto Google Images. Make Google Images your best friend, because visuals will help you retain words that you're learning. So perhaps you'll just see an image, maybe of a road, and do I go this way or do I go this way? And that is uncertainty. You don't know. Like, for example, right now you might be uncertain about whether you can speak fluent English or not soon, and how long can you speak English? Will you ever be able to get there, right? So do use Google Images to try and be able to understand the information that you're trying to search for, right? Okay, so Google Images is really important. And then my third tip is, since we are in the digital age, and since social media is the thing right now, and it has been for a while, so the average person is on social media for about 15 minutes a day, even if you're not that social. You just need a breather from life. You just need to de-stress. So you might look at your phone and you go onto Facebook or your Instagram or whatever it is. And so if you want to become fluent, then you need to ensure that, first of all your devices, okay, are in English. If you're really serious about learning English, you need to have the motivation, first of all, and secondly, you need to start doing things all related to the English language. So your device should be not in your native language, it should be in English. Yes. Then all your social media accounts should not be in your native language. No, they should be in English. Then so that all your feeds, that you get, everything, all you're doing is being exposed to the English language. If you see it, okay, that's the input. You will give output. Okay, you'll be able to say the words. You'll be able to understand only by seeing, and then being curious like a child, finding out what words mean, and then finding out how to use these words that you're trying to learn in a sentence with visuals, etc., through Google, and then slowly start practicing, right? So please make sure that you have all your social media accounts in English, please, right? Now, the next tip I have is, while we're on the topic of social media, there are two things that I follow which I find extremely useful. And that is, I follow motivational quotes on Instagram and joke memes. So why do I do this? And how is this going to help you? Well, basically, motivational quotes, like I said, there's so much stress that we all go through in life. We lead hectic lives. So when you wake up in the morning, and if you're going to look at your phone, and isn't it just a nice way to just see a motivational quote in your feed? And this will not only make you feel good, but it will also make you become exposed to vocabulary and also sentence structure. How is a word placed in a sentence? Yeah? And what is the structure of the sentence? In what context is the vocabulary that is being used in the quote being stated, And you have a visual right there, so it's easy for you to connect. So do follow motivational quotes. They will really, really help you to improve your vocabulary, and also will help you to better understand sentence structure and grammar in English. And then coming to joke memes, well, I think they're a lot of fun, and why not have a bit of fun when you're talking in English? Why do you have to be serious and only think about grammar all the time? You don't have to do that. Just make learning English fun. Joke memes are about anything and everything. Even the most serious of situations are sometimes made into a joke, because people just wanna be a bit lighthearted. There's already so much seriousness going on in the world. So joke memes will not only be a fun way, but they will also teach you contractions that native speakers use, and a lot of slang, because native speakers, if you watch them carefully and if you listen to the way they speak, they use a lot of contractions and they use a lot of slang. So to be up to date with how natives speak, you're gonna have to speak like them. You know, you can't speak formally. They're not gonna say sentences, you know, stressing on each word. They just want to speak fast, to the flow. So joke memes are a way to keep you, you know, very updated with what's going on, relatable, and also will allow you to have fun. Yeah? Okay. Now, one more tip that I have for you today is to focus also on phrasal verbs and idioms. You might say, oh, phrasal verbs and idioms, but yes, these are very important, guys. I am stressing the importance of these. Phrasal verbs and idioms are really important, and natives use these at the drop of a hat. Well, see, at the drop of a hat, I just said it right now, means, you know, all the time, quickly, at any time. So just try and use phrasal verbs and idioms. They will help you to understand the English language better. You know, look them up, okay? And understand their meanings and start trying to use them. And that will help you. So now I'm going to open up with the questions round. I'm going to look at all your comments. And now you can start asking me the questions so we can... How to improve my English? Okay, so Siddiq Khan has said, how can I improve my English? Well, thank you for this question. Firstly, Siddiq, like I have said at the beginning of this session, you need to just be fearless and just have English around you all the time. Surround yourself, immerse yourself in English, okay? And just be exposed to all the English out there, related to how you want to learn. You know, read books, whatever it is, however you feel that you want to learn English. Choose that particular medium, choose that particular way of learning, and immerse yourself in it. And then start practicing. Practice is the only way to learn, you know. So it's like, you know, for example, learning how to drive. Okay, you learn how to drive, and to be able to get on the road, you need to get a driver's license, don't you? Now, when you pass that exam, there are two things that you need. First, you need to do a theory exam, right, which is the written, and then you need to do the practical, which is the actual driving test. Now, let's take this example to you speaking English. How to speak or improve your English. So all the vocabulary, you know, the visuals through which you're learning, the grammar, all of that put together is your theory test in driving. And then all this vocabulary and all this knowledge that you're learning of the English language, yeah, you have to put into use how? By speaking it, which is your actual practical driving test. That's how you actually come to know how good you are and whether you pass in this test or not, right? Now, even if you pass the test, you pass your driving test, but do you actually become a fantastic driver immediately as soon as you get your driver's license? No, you don't, right? It takes practice. So that is what I'm saying, that even if, you know, you feel you know a lot of grammar, a lot of vocabulary, until you don't practice it, you won't know how good you are. You will never be able to reach from, you know, basic level of speaking English to that intermediate level, to then progress to advanced, to then finally becoming a fluent English native speaker. So that's the way to go about it. Okay, I want to talk, but I don't find it. Okay, so ER Bobby has said, I want to talk, but I don't find anyone to talk to me in English. Well, thank you for that question. I just want to tell you that there's a lot of people there, you know, native speakers who can converse with you. Just try and get on any one of those apps and speak to these people. You can choose who you want to speak to and choose the language, and accordingly just practice with them. They will not laugh at you. They will actually help you improve your English. So practice with them. Yeah, I hope I've answered your question. All right. How to build, okay, Harshit Singh has said, how can I build my interest in reading books? Okay, well, thank you for this question. The way I feel you can read and build an interest in reading books, Harshil, is by finding topics that interest you. It depends what interests you. Do you enjoy thrillers? Do you enjoy rom-coms? Do you enjoy inspirational? Do you enjoy autobiographies? Whatever it is that interests you, just pick up books related to that topic, because interest is really highly important. If you don't have an interest in doing something, you're not going to do it. You might do it for a little while, but then you're not going to stick to it. So find topics that relate to you and what you find interesting, and then pick up books related to that. Okay. How to improve your, okay, Mamta Jora, thank you for this question. She said, how can I improve confidence in speaking English? Well, thank you for this question. Confidence starts with your mind. It's a state of mind. It's something that nobody can either give you or take away from you. It's something that has to come from within. It's an internal feeling. You have to bring that out in yourself. And in speaking English, the confidence will come when you slowly start speaking. Start picking up words, okay, from all the sources when you surround yourself in English, okay? And slowly your confidence will build. It will build, trust me, it will. The only way to learn English and become a fluent English speaker is speaking it. And I know I'm stressing this again, but I want you to know that this is really, really important. You have to, sorry. If you speak, automatically you will start understanding sentence structure, what words go in what sentence, in what context, in what tense. And then once your understanding grows, you'll be more confident to speak those words again, right? Then you'll start making sentences, then you'll be referring it to other contexts, and then your confidence will increase further. So the only way to increase your confidence is by speaking and getting better day by day. That's the only way to get better. Okay, next question. How can I learn new words? Okay, Kavana, thank you for this question. How can I learn new words? And you keep playing this game. Later on, when you come out of it, now?
No, there's still not stream. Now it's come.
Okay, so sorry, that was a technical glitch, guys. So sorry about that. All right. So as I was saying, with vocabulary poker, which is a game that I play and I find it a lot of fun, you know, like I said, English is all about, learning English is all about making it fun for yourself, you know, don't make it boring, don't make it mundane and monotonous. Have fun with your English, guys, okay? So with this game, as you learn new words, you can then, there is a word list, okay? There is an icon there which you can click on, which is a word list, and all the words that you have learned, you know, you can always go back to them. So it will just be like a nice way to brush up on the words that you're learning continually. And then there's obviously other mediums like reading as well that you can do. So that's the way to go. Okay, what other questions? So while, okay, Imad Ayad has said, while speaking, I feel nervous. What should I do? All right. Well, change is something that will always make you feel nervous, okay? And, you know, you're in a domain that you're not familiar with. You know, English is not your mother tongue. So it's natural to feel nervous. You know, we always feel nervous doing things that are new, yeah? And we feel anxious doing things that are new. But just like I said, take a child's approach to this, you know? Children are fearless. They don't care if anybody is judging them. They don't care if they're making mistakes. Try and adopt that approach to, you know, yourself. Just take a deep breath, okay? And just calm. It's just English. It's not, you know, we battle with so many things in life. This is just English, you know? It'll come to you slowly. Nobody's gonna judge you. And even if they are judging you, it does not matter, you know, just block it all out and just remain calm and positive. If you have a positive frame of mind, then your nervousness will just flow away. So guys, sorry, I'm gonna have to move to the quiz now. Yeah, well, I have a great quiz for you today. Well, right now we have this crisis, which is the coronavirus, and I thought, you know, this would be a good way to test how good your vocabulary is getting. You know, we've had this lockdown period throughout the world, and I want to know if you are utilizing your time properly, if you've been paying attention to the news, and if you have been learning all this vocabulary, you know, that you've been seeing related to the coronavirus on the screen. Yeah, so let's start the quiz in just a second. I'll just set it up. So now my screen is just gonna face the other way, and then we're gonna start the quiz. Okay, guys? All right. Okay, done. Can you guys see this? Okay, I'm so sorry. Shit, I'm so sorry. Okay, guys, is this visible to you? Yeah, okay, so let's start the quiz then, okay? Good luck. I'm going to be watching the answers, so please make sure that you answer in the comments. Yeah, I'm going to be following them. All the best, guys. Let's start. Okay, so the first question is, people who show signs of a given disease are asymptomatic, unsymptomatic, or unsympathetic. What do you think the answer to this question is, guys? Okay, what's the answer? I want you to actually write the word out so that I know. What is the answer to this question, guys? People who show no signs of a given disease are asymptomatic, unsymptomatic, or unsympathetic. Asymptomatic, yes, correct. That's the right answer, guys. Great going. Okay, next. Which is most widespread? An outbreak, an epidemic, or a pandemic? Which is most widespread, guys? An outbreak, an epidemic, or a pandemic, guys? Yes, great. We'll move on to the next question, which is the second one. I'm still getting comments related to asymptomatic. We've done that one. A pandemic, yes, correct. That's the one, guys. Pandemic. You guys are doing great. Next. Okay, so now, what is the meaning of COVID-19? Is it a deadly disease? Is it a deadly virus 2019? Or is it coronavirus 2019? What is the meaning of COVID-19? Deadly virus 2019 or coronavirus disease? What's the answer to this one, guys? Yep, I'll just wait for the comments to come in. What's the answer, guys? Yeah, I'll repeat it again. What is the meaning of COVID-19? Deadly virus 2019, coronavirus disease 2019. Yes, coronavirus. Excellent, guys. You guys are doing fabulous. A round of applause to all of you. Fantastic. Moving on to the next one. COVID-19 can what? What can it do? Can it, to the humans, can it, is the answer A, defect, effect, or infect? COVID-19 can defect humans, affect humans, or infect humans. What is the answer? Come on, guys. You guys are doing fabulously. Fantastic. A person with symptoms of a disease has that disease, cannot have that disease, or may have that disease. What do you think the answer to this question is? What do you think the answer to this question is? What do you think the answer to this question is, guys? Shit. May have that disease. Excellent. Excellent, guys. I'm so sorry about this. This is correct. Now we have our next question. After showing symptoms for 14 days, okay. After showing symptoms, he was told to self-isolate, quarantine, or stay home for 14 days. What's the answer to this one, guys? Shit. Okay, guys, what is the answer to this one? Yeah, what is the answer to this one, guys? Number 6. After showing symptoms, he was told to what for 14 days? Self-isolate, quarantine, or stay at home? Thank you so much for your patience with this. Thank you so much for your patience with this. Okay, yes. The answer is self-isolate. Yes, correct. Moving on. The word quarantine comes from the term guarantee, the fraction quarter, or the number 40. What does this word come from? The word quarantine comes from the term guarantee, the fraction quarter, or the number 40. Anybody? What's the answer to that one? Yeah, come on, guys. What's the answer to this question? Where does the word quarantine come from? Yeah, just type it. Where do you think quarantine comes from? Yeah, some people are saying fraction of a quarter, but let me just tell you that actually this word comes from the number 40. Yeah, quarantine comes from the word 40 actually. So the answer is 40, okay, guys? Next we have this question. We can reduce the chances of people getting the disease by staying at home, social distancing, or stepping out of home. What is the answer to this one? We can reduce the chances of people getting this disease by staying at home, social distancing, or stepping out of home. What is the answer to this one, guys? Somebody's saying they won a prize for answering them correctly. Yeah, sure. Okay, what's the answer to this one, guys? Come on, you guys are doing brilliantly, and you guys are supporting me, you know, with all these little technical glitches that have been happening. Thank you so much. You guys are so understanding and so amazing. I want you to know that. Okay, you guys are fabulous. Thank you so much. Yes, social distancing. Excellent. Bravo, guys. You guys are fabulous. Now, next, a disease that can be transmitted to humans from animals is known as what? Zoonotic, stenotic, or hypnotic? What is the answer to this one? A disease that can be transmitted to humans from animals is known as what? Zoonotic, stenotic, or hypnotic? Okay, what's the next one? Anyone? What is the answer to this one? Quickly. Zoonotic. Fabulous. Yes. Excellent. You guys are doing great. And you're getting all of these questions right. Fabulous. Now, the next one is another name used to refer to COVID-19 is novel coronavirus. Is this a true or is this false? What's the answer to this? And what does novel mean? Think about it as well. Yeah. You guys are doing great. Many of you have answered correct. It's fantastic. You guys are really, really up to date with coronavirus related vocabulary. I'm so proud of you. Excellent. Come on, what's the answer to the last one? This is the last one, guys. And thanks for bearing with all these technical glitches again. I can't thank you enough. You guys are fabulous. Yes, True, because novel means new, and the coronavirus is new. There are no vaccines for it. Scientists and doctors are still trying to find out what the problem is with how to fix this, how to get rid of this coronavirus, eradicate it altogether, and make vaccines for it so that people can get cured and people don't end up losing their lives. So that was the question, last one. So the answer was true, and I want to just say thanks for playing and keep learning, guys. You guys have been fabulous. Thank you so much for playing with me. Okay, now I'm gonna come back to this part. Okay, can you see me now? Just tell me that you can, if you can. Can you guys see me? Okay, great. You guys have done fabulously. Really proud of you guys. So now we're coming to the end of this session. Thank you so much for joining me, and I have had a great time with all of you. It's been really a lot of fun. I hope you have had a lot of fun as well with me. And now I just have an announcement to make. I'm gonna start to teach online. So if you would like to learn online with me, then do stay tuned for more information. Yeah, this will be a great opportunity for you to learn with me, a native speaker. Okay, so I will announce it very soon, so stay tuned for that. And once again, thank you guys for all the love and support that you have shown to me. I feel really grateful and humbled by all your love. So you guys, please stay home, stay safe, please adhere to all the government's rules and regulations in your respective countries, and be careful. Utilize your time wisely. We might not get this time back again, so just use this time to be with your family, do the things that you enjoy, and make your English fun. Okay, just find ways to make speaking English fun for you. All right, and I will be back soon with more. Until then, stay tuned, stay blessed, take care, bye.